you're fine. You're fine. Yes, correct.
Responded to me. Somebody was asking a question, so you attended me.
Yeah, got it. Perfect. Cheryl and Tiffany, can y'all hear me? Or y'all are muted. Hang on. Let me. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, okay, great.
Thank you.
I'm glad everyone is making it. So we will get started probably in about 10 minutes or so, and I'll go ahead and resend y'all the links to what I'm going to go over, which is kind of where to get your raw survey responses, then how to access your survey summary report, and then kind of how to like use the survey summary report, like how to navigate it, and then how to print it. And then I'll take questions from y'all, and we can kind of attack anything anybody has going on, like issues or whatever. So let me send this to y'all real fast. And
Can't hear.
hello to anyone that's just arriving. So Michael, can you hear me? Ah, I got it. Gotcha. I will probably mute everybody when whenever I get started talking, but does anybody right now have questions for me that that I can help y'all with while we're waiting on anybody else to arrive? Gotcha, Tiffany. And y'all can put in anything in the chat. You don't need a microphone. It's totally fine as long as y'all can hear me. And I will respond to anything that y'all put in chat. And this will also be recorded and emailed to y'all whenever we get done. So, you know, don't worry about it. And if I didn't make it clear sort of in the invite, y'all can stay for as much or as little of it as you want. I was kind of getting the same question over and over again, so I figured it would probably help everybody if I just went over it once for everyone so that, you know, y'all didn't run into the same issues, but, you know, some people might not have any issues at all navigating and accessing it. And, you know, I don't want to waste anybody else's time. So feel free to come and go as you want to. And, you know, if you have questions that are not even about what I'm necessarily talking about, feel free to ask them while we're here and we'll try to get you sorted. Mary Jane, I am going to go over exactly that today. So you are in the right place. And I will say at the outset that so there are the survey results and then the survey summary reports. The survey results are like your raw survey responses, like, and I will, let me show y'all what they look like. So it is, you know, the answers to all the questions, and they look like this, which you are more than welcome to print that out, just like you would print a normal spreadsheet. But most people don't find just looking at the responses like that very useful. So that is why I created the survey summary report, which kind of graphically kind of charts your survey responses into little charts that you can see what the responses kind of break down to mean total for each parish. So but I will show y'all kind of how to work with both of them. And what most people kind of that I have walked through this process with so far has done is printed the survey summary report to hand out at their community meeting. and either just giving them that or giving them that with the survey that they can fill out again, because I'm gonna keep the survey open till somebody tells me to take it down, just because I know with having the community meeting and then the public hearing, it's a lot.
I did write it.
You know,
I did know, Rich.
I'm gonna mute y'all for a second.
Okay.
It's a lot to a lot of like meetings without a whole lot we're prescribing y'all to do during the meetings. So it is a good thing to use for that. And we have about 4 minutes, so I do want to like give everyone a chance to get here. Hey Alice, Tori, good to see you here. I muted everybody, so if someone cannot hear me, well, if y'all can't hear me, you can't hear me asking. Gotcha. And the summary report, I'm going to show you exactly how to print it and then sort of how to make it work, you know, how to work with like how to format it and how to kind of change how it looks on the print to make it work for you. And yeah. So everyone is kind of moving right along with the area plan process. I know this is not anyone's favorite time of year during this 4-year cycle. So, you know, whatever we can do to kind of like ease the admin burden on y'all, just let me know. Hey Cheryl, hey Monica, hey Nina, hey Shan.
Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning, Angie. Hey Jeremy. Hey Mike. Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody just while I kind of run through everything once. And I will keep the chat open so that if anybody needs me to stop, just put it in the chat and I will you know, stop, and I'll try to periodically stop for questions also. And we're at 10 o'clock and this will be recorded, so you know, anybody that comes late, I'm going to send out the entire thing so you won't have missed anything. Okay, so presently, I believe we're at almost 6,000 survey responses statewide. And I know what most people want, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put into the chat the things that I am looking at that I'm going to go through, so that if y'all don't have them already, you can. One second while I do that. Okay. So, first I will show y'all just the raw survey responses. And for most people, this is really not going to be that useful, because it is literally just all of the responses with all of the answers to every question to filter for your parish. In the very first column, there's a little slicer, and you click on the parish name to filter for your parish. Now, I cannot change people's survey responses. So before I changed the survey to have like a drop-down box for the parish, people were typed in their own parish names. So it kind of leads us to misspell parish names. So for example, East Baton Rouge, in order to get all of the survey responses, I would have to select all of the different misspellings of East Baton Rouge to get all of the responses. But you get the idea. You just click the parish, and it's going to pull up your raw survey responses. To print it, you would print it just like you would print any other Excel workbook, and that's that. Because this really was not that useful for most people, I created the survey summary report. And if you look at the link page that I sent you, I put it in PDF and in Excel. So I made a link for each different parish, and this is going to automatically filter it to your parish. So I'm just going to use Beauregard as an example because it's the first parish on here. And you click on the link, and if for whatever reason that link doesn't work or you have trouble clicking on it, this is the actual link that you can copy and paste into your web address bar. So and when you go to it, what that is going to do is take you to the summary report, and it's going to be pre-filtered to your parish. So right here at the very top left is the parish filter. So this Beauregard is already filtered for Beauregard. But if you don't have that, can't remember where you put that, the list with the links, you can go to adrcla.org and click on the survey summary reports, and it will bring you to the survey summary report unfiltered. So this is the statewide. We have 6,011 responses total for all parishes. To filter it to your parish, you click in the parish box and you start typing your parish name and click on it. We have the same issue with misspelling here, so I'll do it with one that I know has multiple spellings. And it's coming. Okay, sorry guys, my internet's really slow here. All right, so to add different misspellings, you just keep doing it. And notice as I click and add it, it's gonna add the different, and all the ones underneath this little parish filter are the filters that are applied. There are multiple filters that you can use kind of to look at your data besides just the parish. You can also filter it for the different cities that are in your PSA, the zip codes, the ages, the LGBTQ community. And when you filter it, so like, let's say I wanted to see just what the answers were for people that identify as LGBTQ+, this is filtering all of these questions by people that answered, yes, I identify as someone that's in the LGBTQ+ community. It will do the same on yours. If I wanted to see what the answers look like for someone that was 85+ and is LGBTQ+, I would select both filters, and this is giving us the answers for all the people statewide that were 85+ and LGBTQ+. So that is how to work the filters. To clear a filter, you just click the little X in front of any of the filters. If there is nothing below one of these little questions, then there is no filter that's applied, and it is just it's just the total responses. To see how many total responses you're looking at for the report that's beneath, you know, that you're looking at, this little eyeball at the top right here that says 6,011, that's the number of survey responses that's showing beneath you. So when I filter it for Beauregard, it's going to change to the number of survey responses that are down there. So now how to print this. At the very top right, there's these three little vertical dots. So if you click that, there is a print option, and it's going to open a dialog like this. Now, what you have multiple options here. You can change the formatting and actually print it to paper, or what I most often do is I kind of change the paper size and make and look at, and if you'll look at it'll show you when you change the paper size and whatever what the report looks like on the left. And well, it should. My internet's just very slow at the moment. And then I normally print it to PDF so that I can then print it just to normal size paper. So it will load. It's coming. Sorry, it's taking a while. Let's try that again. And here we go. Okay, so you can see that this is on A4 paper, and it is basically putting it all on one page, which is not ideal. So like I normally change it to legal, and that looks pretty good-ish. And normally I will hit print and it'll bring up your normal print window. To save it as a PDF, you'll go to the little, so like if I hadn't done PDF, this would be on my normal default printer, but I will save it to PDF so that I can, and you can change it from portrait to landscape and see kind of what fits your data the best. It's going to look totally different depending on what your data is. So like, depending on how many cities that you had reported, how many total responses you had, it just is going to look completely different. But as long as you kind of go through those different paper sizes and just run down the page and see, are any of my charts cut off, or or is the entire thing readable, you should be good to go. And I normally fit it to the page width so that I don't have any of my text getting cut off. And then I save it to PDF so that regardless of the page size that I've saved it at in the report, I can print it to just normal letter size paper. So that is kind of how you can work with printing it and use it for whatever you want to use it for. If anyone has trouble kind of getting it to print right and you know, can't get it to look right, y'all can just contact me and I'll create it for you, and we can work with getting it, you know, to where it looks good for you to print and hand out at your meeting, or use it for whatever you want to use it for. And you will most likely just print this and attach it to your area plan and really won't have to look at it again after that. So that is that. Also with the filters currently, so let me go back to the filter screen. If anyone wants additional filters besides what's up here, I can add filters for anything that is on the survey. So I had someone ask if I would put the LGBTQ+ question up there so that they could make sure that they were appropriately targeting the LGBTQ+ community and considering them during their planning. And I thought that was great. And so I put the filter on, you know, the total report, but I'm happy to add whatever filters on there would help y'all kind of look at the data, because there's not, I don't know of a better way to really kind of manipulate the survey data as a whole to see like how different variables affect the answers from different people. I didn't want to overwhelm y'all with putting every single question up there and have it, you know, take up the entire top of the page, but that is available to y'all, you know, if you would like. And when you're looking at the report, the survey summary report, I did have a couple of people that didn't know how to read the report or look at it. Make sure that, for example, for questions that did not have prescribed answers where they typed in their own answer, this is a list. So if you're looking at it just on the screen, that you scroll both within the list and across in the list so that you can see all of the answers and the total answer. When you print it, it should print the entire list so that you can see it. But on the screen, and also like when you go to each individual chart, when you roll over a pie slice, it is going to tell you what that pie slice is. It's going to give you the exact number of responses for that slice and the percentage. So it does have the data labels do the same thing, but if you roll over it, it'll tell you what you're looking at so that you don't have to say, well, what is blue, what is yellow, and what is red. it will tell you that if you roll over it with your mouse. And yeah, so other resources. So let me go. The raw like census data that is sort of like the true hard data for your parishes. I have put on adrcla.org. So I have put both the official census data and it includes every data set that I thought was relevant to the aging population, the adult disabled population, Medicaid, Medicare, anything that would be relevant for y'all while you're trying to do your area plan. And if you click on the link, I'm not gonna do it because it's just gonna download the Excel file, you can go and see your parish's data. I also have linked, and you can see at the top the official parish map that you can download for each of your parishes that has all of the detail that you could possibly want to use to attach to your area plan. So, you know, it is a full like roads, resources, features, public, like hospitals, stuff like that. Everything is in there, and there is so for a couple of regions, there's going to be more than one map, just because the region is large and there is so much within that region that they've kind of broken it into like 2 different regions. But y'all can use, if y'all have a better map and y'all don't like those, you use whatever works best for you. Also the parish quick facts. Then I will show you all this really fast. So this is really just like a, I don't know why my link is not working. So this is like a 1-page, and I will fix this as soon as we get up. It is like a 1-page summary of the features and population and elements of your parish that, which includes kind of what is the population makeup, what's the average age, what is the landscape like, what's the economy makeup, what is the population growth been like since the last census, and that is, you know, sort of helpful. I don't know if it's as helpful as the census data for y'all when looking at, you know, how you're going to shape your services moving forward, but you know, we wanted to provide it just for anybody that needed it. Oh, Tamara, you're very welcome. And anything that y'all can think of that y'all need or want, it is, I'm sure someone else will need or want it. So let me know and I will get it and put it together for every parish, and I will post it and let y'all know that it's posted. Because, you know, y'all have umpteen other things to do besides having to go run down data, and it is very easy for me to do on y'all's behalf so that, you know, y'all can do the more important stuff. But yeah, does anybody have any questions or concerns on how to use the summary report or how to look at the also? So let me send y'all the link to, like I said, I'm going to keep the survey up until someone tells me to take it down, just because I know a few of y'all want to actually give the survey at your community meeting. But if you want to cut off your parishes, like, I mean, a bunch of y'all have enough survey responses that there's gonna be so little change in the makeup of your responses from, I mean, it would take 100 more responses for it to really change anything one way or another. That, like, I am totally fine with you cutting it off, finalizing your summary report and saying that's it, it's done. And Siobhan said that is fine too. I was gonna take it down and close it off, but wanted people to still be able to do it at their community meeting. But you do not have to do that. It is 100% up to you what you do at your meeting, what you do at your hearing, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm definitely not gonna dictate what y'all should do one way or another, but I don't want to take away that ability, should y'all want to do that. Any other questions or concerns? Oh, you're so welcome, Mary Jane. Oh, totally fine. Anyone, if I didn't say before this, y'all can come and go as you want to. If you totally have gotten, I'm super happy for you to go. And I'm gonna keep this open till probably 11, just for anybody that wants to come in that has questions or concerns. But yeah, just like I do office hours, it'll be on. And you know, there's definitely no requirements. Y'all say I'm really appreciative for everybody that stopped what y'all were doing this morning at the last minute and came and saw it. But we really appreciate y'all, and y'all are doing great work. So Monica, y'all's paper survey results, I think so it's my understanding that they were entered, but let me check on that because I gave it to someone else to do. But I will get right back to you as soon as I get off of this, because all it took was uploading it into the system. So yeah, give me until about like 11:15 and I will get right back to you. No problem. And I thought that was already taken care of, so that's my fault. Okay, so the agency surveys, they are not actually the same as the individual needs assessment surveys. And let me see, so they are basically for, they are directed at like other entities that you do business with. So like other community organizations, other members of the aging network, businesses, vendors. Let me go to it really fast so that I can show you what it looks like. So the questions and answers on here are really about sort of like what services do they provide? Are they an agency that kind of targets the same population that your AAA is targeting? Are you aware that of the services that the AAA provides? And this is like really sort of making sure that if they are a business that's in your community or an entity that like provides community services, that like, just like you want your seniors to be aware of the services that you provide and your, you know, advocacy place in the community. Yeah, I can, absolutely. It is. It's essentially just instead of the people you provide services to, it's like the people you do business with and potential vendors and potential entities that you're welcome, that that you could possibly do business with in the future. You want to see, number one, what is their level of knowledge about your services and your place in the community, and what is their role in the community for the population that y'all target. And we are definitely not putting a number on this one because it's sort of a little more nuanced in how you go about doing it, but the people you should probably give this to would be all of your vendors, other community organizations, like anybody that comes into your agency to do anything with your seniors, anybody that you sort of co-host any services, events, anything with, and anyone that you know that services the same population as you, that is probably who to direct the agency, what do we call it? Community Agency Needs Assessment Survey. It is definitely a good thing to send out, like, to another entity on their social media to get them to complete. No, they will not have to sign in with Google. It'll be the same as the other form, in that there's no limit on the number of surveys that one email address can do, and that's so that if any of y'all want to print out hard copies of the survey and have, you know, the agencies completed and return it back to you, y'all can actually enter it yourself in there. We do not at all expect the numbers on these to be anything like your needs assessment survey responses for your clients. Just because, I mean, there's not as many of them. So I would, you know, I would probably aim to have somewhere between, you know, 15 and 20 by the time you're going into your hearing, and you should be good. If you have trouble getting, I mean, all of y'all should, you know, have vendors that provide you food, supplies, PPE, stuff like that. Like, those are the kind of people that are perfect to get to do this. And well, I'll scroll down so y'all can see. It is really not very long. It's much shorter than the other survey, so it should take them under 5 minutes to do. And because it kind of gives them an outlet to sort of like advertise to you, because it's telling you who they are, what they do, and that they are servicing the same population that you service. Most vendors would want, you know, to complete this, since y'all don't really, you know, accept solicitations on like an open rolling basis that much. You know, I wouldn't expect that y'all have too much pushback doing that. I will also pass the request for login. Okay, let me see if I can fix this, since I did not create this one. Okay, Michael, I will take care of that. Since Siobhan did this one, I'll have to get her to do it. I think she must have set the setting to require that. But I will send it to y'all. I'll resend out the link and confirm that I've fixed it. But I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Thanks for letting me know. How will you access the results? I'll do the same thing with the results for this. I'll put the link up. I'll make a summary report. I'll put the link up to the summary report, and I'll put the link up to the responses and send it out to y'all. Is there a paper? Yes, there is. One second, it's coming. Okay. And I will resend all of this out again via email so that anybody that wasn't here can get it. Just if you're worried about, you know, the chat going away and you didn't download it or you don't remember where it is, it will all get sent out again. Any and yeah, I'm gonna hang on 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can fix that for you real fast. And like I said, I'll have that the prompt for you to put your email in. I'll have that fixed as soon as I get off with y'all. And otherwise, I will open y'all up. I mean, I'll take y'all off of mute so that y'all can talk.
That's your home page. An hour there left.
But yeah, it's up to anybody that has a question. When are they due? So there isn't there is a firm like deadline on the community agency needs assessment, just like the original needs assessment survey. I think there's a date listed on there just so that there would be a date, but there is no deadline. Really, it's going to, and especially since there is no like minimum number that you have to have, we're going to kind of make it like a good faith effort to, you know, survey the entities in your community it's really just gonna be before you turn it in, like, just kind of make your best faith effort to, survey your vendors, other agencies in your community. But yeah, there's no deadline, just like there is no general deadline, on the area plan. We will work with y'all to get it done, you know, on a timeline that works for y'all.
Trying to figure out what to ask.
Jessica, good morning. This is Jacqueline Green.
Hey,
Did I miss something, or do we have the community needs assessment?
let me send it again. So it was my understanding that it was sent out to y'all already, but if it wasn't,
That's what we gave out at the meeting.
if it wasn't, then no, you did not miss anything.
And it could definitely be my oversight, but
like I said, like, it's, since I'm not the one that, I actually didn't do the, so that's, sorry, that's the paper version again, and then this is the,
Well, I just-
yeah, no, if y'all did not receive it yet, then you should have received it by now, so, so I will resend it out to everyone, but again, there is no, time deadline on it. Just, you know, by the time you turn in your area plan, you know, just make a good faith effort to get, the other entities that you can to get it completed.
No, she was announced not doing something happened with dialysis at work. So like every year, she had to see I was trying to look at
Where did I put it?
Do I just start talking to ask her a question?
Yes.
I don't see anywhere where you log in. See that you can chat over here, but I want to ask her.
You can ask us and hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Jessica, this is Alice Berrios in Natchitoches
Yeah.
Parish. We've already done all the community assessments, and
Okay,
we did our public hearing. What my issue is getting that information from the survey. We're having trouble
Okay.
accessing surveys to get the information to down, you know, is it a copy and paste thing that you can do, or do you have to?
Okay, so are you talking about your survey results?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so, and that's kind of what I was going over this morning. So your raw survey, there's kind of two separate things. Your raw survey responses are one thing, and let me kind of show you. If you're gonna
Right.
like this, right? Okay, so and I'm gonna put it in the chat again so that you can go to it. And this is sort of minimally helpful only because it's just all the questions and the answers, but you know, I do want y'all to have hang on, I'm putting the documents back in the chat for you.
I saw you were clicking on the different survey responses and the maps and
And
I wanted to see how you got into that information. Looked like you were clicking on that.
okay, so if you go look in the chat, I just you just got a PDF, an Excel, and you're about to get the second Excel sheet, and it is going to have Hang on. Okay, it is going to have exactly what I was clicking on. So the first one that says survey summary, survey responses raw, that was this. That's all those, the like full raw answers to every question in every survey. Then if you go to the survey summary reports, links to each parish. So I will go to Natchitoches, and you go to where it says Natchitoches survey report. You click on this link, it's going to bring you to the summary report filtered for Natchitoches. Yeah, if I can get it to do this. And these are all of these are the results of each of the questions. So it's kind of summarizing all of the survey responses for each question for the entire survey. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Then to show you how to print it, at the very top right, there's 3 little vertical dots. If you click on that, it's going to come up with a little menu that says clear filters, copy filtered URL, print, and that's what you want us to print. So when you hit print, what happens is this window comes open, and in the center, it's going to show you what it looks like. And on the right hand side, it's going to give you the option to change the paper size and to change the paper orientation. What I like to do, and this is just 100% up to you, is I like to format it, and it's like I don't really pay attention to what size paper I'm looking at, other than I change the paper size to make it look how I want it to look on the page. So like, and I've normally found legal kind of works pretty well, that it doesn't really cut off any of the charts. Then I print it to PDF so that I can then just print it to a normal letter size sheet of paper. So once I've kind of looked through it and it's totally how you want it to look, I hit print and then I save it to PDF, and then I can print it to whatever size paper I want, regardless of what like size sheet of paper I saved it as in the formatting. But as you change the paper size, how it looks on the page is going to change. So like if I change it to executive, it's only putting one chart, in a single line all the way down, which might be like easy to read, but if you try to put that out, print that out on one sheet of paper, it's going to be impossible to see. So like you just kind of play around with it until it looks how you want it to look, and then you can print it either to paper or to PDF and then print it to paper. Does that make sense?
It does. What I was trying to do was print that chart.
Which chart?
The one with all the different categories on it.
Well,
You're in the pie chart now.
So this is all of this is printing this entire it's printing the entire report.
Yeah.
And are you saying you wanted to print just one of the charts that's on the report?
So
Right.
that's all we need to put in the booklet?
Correct. You got it. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
actually have to put your raw survey responses. This is all you have to put in the actual area plan.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Now, see, that's what I didn't understand. We were
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Right.
how we got all that information out and into the booklet.
Correct. Yeah.
That makes more sense. So we just
You
print
don't
that.
have to count. It's already
Yeah.
in category.
Mhm. Okay.
And if you are just
Thank you, Jessica. I
looking,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. And what I will try to do is once I have finalized the survey and I'm no longer, it's no longer accepting any responses, like I will create a printable one for each parish. The only reason why I didn't make a printable one now is
Yeah.
that it continues to change as survey responses are added, and I would have to keep making a new one, a new printable one. But, yeah, it really, this is the only thing that has to be in there. We definitely don't need, because we actually have all the raw responses for y'all. So y'all will just attach this as an attachment and you're good to go.
Just put that on that same page. Copy, paste it. You know how to do that?
Okay. Well, it makes a lot more sense, Jessica. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You saved us some work.
Well, that was the general idea.
One more thing, like, it's only one page in the booklet. If we do a page break, will it still have the, GOA logo on it?
So what I can do is, and it was my understanding that it would be like, it would be an attachment like at the back so that y'all didn't have to like worry about the formatting in the middle or whatever, that you could just attach it as like attachment A or whatever. But if it is in there where they want you to like put it in the middle, I can help you get it formatted. I think it should just be like an attachment. I'll have to ask Siobhan how she did it. That's what it says in the template? It just wants you to insert it in the middle?
You were concerned about the watermark.
The booklet has the watermark on
Sure.
it.
Right.
And if I copy and paste it, it's going to be more than one page, and it's only one page in the booklet.
And you don't want the watermark on it, right?
Well, we do, yeah.
Or you do want the watermark on it. If you
Well,
copy and paste it, the watermark should stay on there. Is what I can
Okay.
tell you. Any new page added, the watermark will be on there because it's
Okay,
the
okay,
background to the page.
gotcha.
But everything else is right. So go ahead and say, this is what, see right here, she started the first, which was yesterday. And she went back and jumped from, this is October still. This is the first yesterday. She added that too. She had already done. Is this her monthly invoice? She started doing it now every time we get paid. She needs to do it once a month. That's what we had discussed with her doing it once, but she's been doing it every 2 weeks.
Does anybody else have any other questions or anything that anybody wants me to cover while y'all have me here? Oh, I see new responses. Okay. I know the hadn't prompted me for a Google sign in, but then again, I also have a Google account, so it wouldn't. But I sent the same link that was sent out. I just short linked it. So, but let me call Siobhan real fast and figure out. Y'all give me 1 second and I'm gonna figure out what the deal is with that. Or So yeah, Siobhan is in a meeting at the moment, so yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna figure that out when I get off the meeting with y'all and make sure that it's, you know, not set to collect email addresses. That's why it would be prompting you to have a Google sign in, but I will make sure that that is fixed today. I will send out the link when I send out the recording of this and make sure that everybody gets it and confirm that it should be good to go. But I apologize for any confusion and on my part that it caused. And let me also give y'all my phone number, my email address, and you know, if y'all need anything, call or text me first if like you need a response quickly, because a lot of times I'm just busy doing a million things, so I'm just not checking my email like every 5 seconds, but I hear my phone go off, so you know, you can always call or text me and I will be happy to help. And yeah, so everyone is moving right along. If there are any other issues with kind of working with the area plan template or anything like that as we move forward, because I know some of y'all will probably be moving into that phase, don't hesitate to let me know, and I will get with Siobhan and fix whatever and make it, you know, work for each of you the best that it can, because that's kind of our general idea, was that y'all be able to not have to sit there and manually write out an area plan, that you kind of be able to cut, paste, and easily sort of form fill it, because I know y'all got better stuff to do. And almost, if not all of y'all, have done this multiple times before, so this is not, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. Oh wait, this one. Hey, on the community agency needs thing, it doesn't have it's not set to require you to put an email address, is it? I didn't think. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one I was trying to send to you and it wouldn't see it right.
Yeah.
So I just log back in and make sure, because I was set up just like the other one. and I didn't-
That's what I thought, but when I sent it to them, which I'm on Zoom right now, somebody said it was asking them to sign in with Google to do it, which
But you don't have to. It's
Right.
just like the new
That's
it
what I
doesn't have
thought.
any extra requirements to it.
right.
And so I have to log in and first thing, I'll log in and see if I can add you again to
Yeah.
use your Jessica Ross.
Yeah, that's fine.
But is it Jessica dot Ross?
It's just Ross5 sorry, gmail.com.
I'm gonna go back in.
Yeah, awesome. So I will get that fixed for y'all. She's gonna actually send it to me so I can edit it, and I'll have it fixed for y'all and send it to y'all. Since I'm gonna close this meeting down here in about 6 minutes. And yeah, and you know, again, y'all don't have to like stay and wait for me to close it down, but I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to ask questions for as long as I could, in case anybody was able to come later that wasn't able to come at the very beginning. And I will keep doing office hours. You know, I'll try to do it, you know, 3 or 4 times a week. and alternate doing it in the morning, and the afternoon, because that seems to be helpful for a lot of y'all, and I don't mind doing it if it'll definitely save y'all time to just, you know, be able to like have someone look at and you know, talk you through whatever it is. I'm happy to do that. Because the emailing, like, especially with documents back and forth and waiting on responses is not efficient to me. So, yeah, that is my phone number, Mike. And yes, you can call it and text it anytime. You're welcome. And I encourage you to do that over emailing me. Only because I like, I mean, have 15,000 emails. And it takes longer for me to respond to an email than it does for me to, you know, answer your phone call and immediately give you an answer, or answer a text message and immediately give you an answer. And if there's anyone that is not getting the emails and text messages that want, you know, with the resources and links and whatever, that wants to be on the list, go ahead and send me your name. Hey, Shirley. Send me your name and your phone number and your email address, and I'll add you so that you can get the resources and stuff for me when I send them out. Because right now I know that mostly I have the directors of each of the AAAs, and I'm happy to add any of the other. Mike, got you. Okay, so just to confirm to y'all, Siobhan has fixed the agency needs survey to where it doesn't ask Google anymore, so y'all are good to go. And Mike, I got you added. Anyone else before we? Michael Braswell, I got you. And I really, again, thank all y'all for taking the time to come and watch and listen today. And we really appreciate everything that y'all do. And hope that everyone has a good rest of your day. Mike, I got you. That's because you were not on the you were not on the email list. I think that's because the director was. I don't know why you weren't on it actually. But Mike, I got you. And I've added you to the list. He's in Alert Media. He just was not listed as the primary contact for Webster. And that would be, so anybody that is not your primary contact for the AAA, since I sent it out to the AAAs, that is why you didn't get it. But like I said, I am happy to add whoever as an additional contact, you know. But Tamara, I love that y'all are on it. And really, like, I send it out there alert media because it is so much easier for me than sending out 50,000 different emails that like may or may not go to the right email address and may or may not go to it. And it's easy for me to go back and see who got it and who. But yeah. But Mike, I got you. I'm gonna touch you as an additional contact for web search. Tiffany, okay, I will figure out what I will fix Jefferson Davis's. And if you give me 1 second, I'll do it for you right now. And in fact, you can watch me do it. And I'm sending it in the chat, but I'm also gonna fix it on the page also. Yeah, I wonder why I did that. No problem. Thanks, Mike. And thanks, Tiffany. And since we're at 11:03, I will probably say last call for questions from everybody. Oh, and also if anybody wants or needs to schedule like one-on-one time for like I did here, but wants to do it with me by yourself, you can always I'm gonna put the link in here. Give me 1 second. Or would I made it? you can always go and schedule it at my Calendly scheduler. And it pulls up a calendar, it lets you sort of block out 30 minutes or an hour, and I'll hop on Zoom with you and help you with whatever you need to help at a time that works for you if you're not able to go during my office hours. But still want to get on Zoom, and you can do it through Zoom or phone or whatever way works best for you. And that way, you kind of get to monopolize me at a time that works for you. So with all of that being said, I will go ahead and close it out. And I want to thank all y'all for being here and appreciate your patience. And if y'all need anything, y'all know how to get in touch with me. And have a good rest of your day.